Hello again, everyone, and good Wednesday afternoon. Welcome into the latest edition of the Auburn Blitz. I am Andy Graham alongside Jeremy Jeffco. We'll be with you for the next hour, taking your comments, taking your phone calls. What do you think about the Auburn-Oklahoma game coming up on Saturday? We'll certainly take a look at that, dive in some of the numbers, some of the matchups, Auburn's offense versus Oklahoma's defense, and vice versa. An interesting matchup, big for both teams, obviously, a top 25 matchup. You got the Jackson Arnold, used to be at Oklahoma, that whole storyline as well. But Brent Venables seems to have the defense playing extremely well right now for the Sooners.
You know, I was thinking a lot about this game yesterday because I've really been looking forward to this game, right? For a couple of reasons. One, I want to know what Auburn really is, right? And I want to know what Oklahoma really is.
Right.
I'm not sure I do yet. And then I started thinking about it yesterday, and there's things that I think I know, and then there's things that I don't know.
Right.
I think I know that Oklahoma's elite in the defensive front seven.
Okay.
I think I know that.
Now, they hadn't really played. They played Michigan. How good do you think Michigan is?
I mean, I think Michigan's going to wind up being a pretty good team.
Okay.
But I'm just saying, athletically, I think they're elite in the front seven.
Okay.
I think John Mateer is a good, solid gamer of a quarterback. Okay. And then there's things there's things I think I know about Auburn. I think I know that the defensive front seven in Auburn, if not elite, certainly very strong. Okay. So, you know, we'll see how those. I think I know that Auburn's defensive line should have an advantage over Oklahoma's offensive line because Oklahoma's offensive line has not been great. And so I think I know that Auburn has an advantage there.
Yeah.
But here's what I don't know. Auburn has leaned heavily on the run game.
Mm-hmm.
All right, if I could get like some truth serum and sit down with Auburn's offensive staff, here would be my question. Are you leaning on the run game because you want to lean on the run game? Or are you leaning on the run game because you think you're going to have to lean on the run game? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That's what I don't know. I do believe that Brent Venables is going to scheme out a lot of Auburn's run game. And he's going to say, Jackson, you're going to have to throw it intermediate to long. You know, I'm not giving you the check downs. I'm not giving you the runouts. You know, and same thing for Auburn. You know, if Auburn can get a rush with 4, and this is what Oklahoma will try to do too, stay in your lanes, keep the quarterback in the pocket, don't let him out. Then that I think is where the game is going to be decided. Which quarterback can operate from the pocket and deliver the ball intermediate and further down the field.
Yeah, big explosive plays usually are the difference in games like these.
And I think both defenses will challenge the other offense to do that. You'll have opportunities, but you're going to have to hit them. You know,
I'm like you. I came into this and you know, I write a column each week in the paper, and one was, what do we really know about this Auburn team?
Right.
And I'm 3 weeks into the season, and so I'm like you, I asked some questions. And I asked is Auburn a downhill, physical running team? Oh, well, that seems to be their bread and butter right now. That seems to be what they've been best at.
Right.
That seems where they have had the most success. People, you know, is that just the way the defenses are playing them right now, or is that because I don't need truth serum to know that that's not what Hugh Freeze wants to do.
Right.
He wants to be able to throw the ball around and, you know, and mix it up a little bit. He's never been a guy that averages 200 yards rushing a year or a game. That's just not who he is. But that's who Auburn is right now. Is that who we're going? Can we lean into that? I mean, is that going to be our identity? Because I'm not sure we have one right now other than that.
And the question is, does it have to be? Because if it has to be, it means that Freeze doesn't really trust the passing game.
Right. Well,
At least beyond the hitch routes and the check downs.
Well, you can't say that Auburn doesn't have elite receivers.
Right. No.
You can't say that. So that's
look,
not an excuse.
Colvin and Singleton's as good a 1-2 as you're going to get. Malcolm Simmons, nice 3 in there. Auburn's got receivers, and like I said, I don't know. Is Auburn leaning on the run? Is that like, look, we don't need to throw it around to beat these teams, and we'll just save all that for Oklahoma?
Well, the word after Baylor was, and rightly so, well, they were in too high safety the whole game. It's an RPO offense. If you see that,
it's numbers.
It's numbers. You do what you're supposed. And Auburn did that and ran the ball down their throat all night long.
Yeah.
They never adjusted, so Auburn never adjusted.
Right.
You don't need to do anything against Ball State. They could run all day on South Florida. They opened it up and threw a little bit here and there and experimented a little with Ball State and South Alabama, but they were going to win those games running the football. That's fine. Okay, so there's two things that could happen here, JJ. Well, there's more than two, but here's 2 scenarios.
Okay.
Either Auburn goes out and looks basically the same thing against Oklahoma. They run the ball, they have some success, and they throw the ball for 170 yards and probably lose by a touchdown or 10 points. Or they come out and they're balanced and they throw the ball deep and wow, where's all this been? Well, they've been saving. They've been very vanilla leading up to this game, and they're going to unleash the offense on Oklahoma.
All right, I've never been a believer that coaches are just hiding things, right?
Right.
I think they want a game work. They want game work.
Now they do save some formations, plays, and things like that for down the road.
Sure. But I'm just talking about passing game.
Sure.
Like it's not going to be, oh, don't worry about us. We don't have a passing game. That's not how it works, right?
Yeah.
So, but I think they're going to have. Here's what I think I know. I think I know that Oklahoma is going to force Jackson Arnold to throw the ball. They want him to throw the ball 30 times. That's they want 30 dropbacks. And I think they're going to put people in the box. And then, Venables has always been a guy who disguises a lot of stuff. So, they'll put 7 or 8 in the box to force him to go to the P part of the RPO. Mm-hmm. And then they'll back out of that and back into zone or, whatever.
Here's one of those things you look back on and you think, well, it doesn't make a lot of sense, but Oklahoma had a really, really good front 7 last year.
Yeah.
Say they were elite last year.
Absolutely.
I think Auburn ran for over 200 yards on them last year.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, they had great success running the football on this team last year. Mm-hmm. If that happens again this year, I don't think Auburn's going to crumble in the fourth quarter and throw a pick 6 to lose the game this year.
Yeah. Here's the part we don't. Well, there's things we do know. One, Oklahoma's offense is going to be much better coached than it was last year. Right? They had
be hard not to.
They had arguably the worst offensive coordinator in the Southeastern Conference last year,
and they had a true fraughman thrown out there.
Yeah, and
I think they'd already fired their offensive coordinator.
I think their top 4 receivers were injured, and all of that. Yeah. I still don't think their offensive line is great. Mm-hmm. I think their offensive line is kind of a work in progress. I think their receivers are healthy, which helps Mateer out. But I think Mateer with Arbuckle very comfortable in this system. So, in fact, don't be shocked if Arbuckle's not a head coach somewhere next year. And he's only like 31. So
Right.
So I think Arbuckle is the X factor in this thing because it gives Oklahoma. It's not going to. But what was the final score of that game last year?
I think it was 27-21.
Okay. I think this is going to be like first team to 30.
Mm-hmm. I could say that.
And and I think the final score winds up somewhere like 30-24 or 31-27, something like that. One way or the other, right? But I think to me the Oklahoma offense you can't even compare to what it was last year because it's totally new coordinator, new quarterback, all that. Auburn's offense is going to structurally be the same. It's a little different personnel-wise, but structurally, nothing's changed. Hugh Freeze it's still his offense. He's still calling the plays.
True.
And defensively, Auburn's is the same. So the X factor may be Oklahoma's offense in this thing. Can they operate against the Auburn defense?
Well, certainly everybody has had some success throwing the football against this Auburn.
And can you play
secondary.
clean? Can you, a clean game? There are very few penalties. Don't turn the ball over. Don't miss field goals that give the ball up in fortuitous field position.
You're looking for an X factor. Auburn's turned the ball over once all year long. Oklahoma's turned the ball over 5 times. Mateer's got 3 picks in 3 games. So
he will take chances.
There may be some opportunities there.
Yep.
There may be some opportunities. All right, we got to take a break, but don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more of the Auburn Blitz right after this.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with a service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice Motors.
Adams Motorsports of Montgomery knows it's the best time to ride. Right now, get the best deals on all of our Suzuki and Kawasaki street bikes, side-by-sides, four-wheelers, and dirt bikes. Adams Motorsports has it all, and our inventory is vast. Get out there, ride the streets and trails, and let Adams Motorsports make your pleasure our business. With family customer service and service after the sale. It's time to ride, so come see us on Eastern Boulevard in Montgomery or online at adamsmotorsports.com.
L&M Pawn and Gun, located in the USA Factory Stores in Opelika, is East Alabama and West Georgia's complete gun, tactical, and pawn shop. It invites the region to shop over 500 firearms in stock, on the floor, and ready for sale at the market's best values. At L&M Pawn and Gun, we specialize in all tactical guns, equipment, and parts, including AK-47 and AR-15s. Specialized parts for tactical guns as well as suppressors and other parts you can't find anywhere. L&M Pawn and Gun has it all in the USA Factory Stores in Opelika, or shop online, lmpawnandgun.com.
Presley Appliance and Furniture, located on Cherokee Road in Alexander City, is locally owned and operated with over 35 years of experience in the appliance and furniture business. Specializing in Amana, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, and Ashley Furniture, Presley Appliance services what they sell and will make sure you receive top-notch customer service. Call them today at 256-329-9762 or drop by to see them on Cherokee Road in Alexander City. Presley Appliance and Furniture, where they service what they sell.
This is Kathy Holmes with Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. Jeff Verner and I opened in East Montgomery 25 years ago and have become the premier butcher shop, wine retailer, and caterer in the River region. We are excited to invite you to our newest location at 2459 East Glen Avenue in Auburn, Opelika. We want to become your one-stop shop for the freshest cuts of meat in town, grab-and-go casseroles, gift items, and the best wine selection in the area. Think of us when catering your next event. Check us out online at steaksandwine.com for daily lunch specials and details on upcoming wine tastings and fun events.
There's only one option for top-of-the-line aftermarket upgrades on your vehicle, and that's Frontline Outfitters. We offer quality parts, lift kits, custom wheels and tires, bed covers, step bars, and toolboxes that are installed by trained and skilled professionals, to custom powder coating with hundreds of colors and finishes, to the highest quality film for window tinting using state-of-the-art film cutting technology. Call Frontline Outfitters at 256-409-8100. Don't be in the back of the line. Put your vehicle at the front with Frontline Outfitters.
Looking for the perfect spot to unwind? Welcome to Bunkers. Our friendly staff and vibrant atmosphere make Bunkers the ultimate hangout space for all ages. With 6 state-of-the-art golf simulator stations, you can play around with friends no matter the weather. Enjoy mouth-watering food and a wide variety of handcrafted mixed drinks. With our attached parking deck, access is always hassle-free. Make your next night out unforgettable at Bunkers.
Visit our new locations in Gadsden and Oxford today.
Hillary Towers may very well be the Lake Martin area's best-kept secret. An affordable senior citizens community located on Highway 22 East in Alexander City. Spacious one-bedroom units are currently available. Great location, peaceful setting, comfortable living where pets are allowed and utilities are included. Call today for more information on the newly renovated Hillary Towers, 256-329-0552. 256-329-0552. Hillary Towers, 22 East, Alexander City.
Are you looking for a powerful new Chevrolet or GMC truck and a great deal? Check them out side by side at Glenn Smith in Opelika. Take your choice of new Chevrolet and GMC 1500 trucks discounted up to $12,000 off. Chevy and GMC heavy-duty trucks discounted up to $7,000 off. People from all over the USA save at Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC in Opelika, Alabama. Get ready to smile.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and JJ here. We have 45 more minutes left in today's show. We are brought to you each and every day by J.A. Smith Construction and Excavation. No job's too big, no job's too small. Commercial or residential, for all your needs, or site clearing or the slough, they can make you all different kinds of things, any kind of construction. J.A. Smith is on the job, and they are absolutely professional in everything that they do. 334-531-0199. Give them a call today. Russell Do-It Center, they got 9 locations around central Alabama. For all your building supply, home decor, tools, whatever it might be, got a little bit of everything there at Russell Do-It Center. Give them a call or go by and see them today. And finally, Sensagreen for air that's cool and clean. Call on Sensagreen Heating, Cooling, and Insulation. They are the carrier dealer in this area. So give them a call for all your needs, 334-487-3555. Sensagreen, J.A. Smith, and Russell Do-It Center. We appreciate them so very much for all that they do. Looking at this matchup, and the numbers, JJ, number 22 Auburn versus number 11 Oklahoma, both undefeated. This one at 2:30 on the American Broadcasting Corporation or company, I'm not sure. Look at the competition. You know, Baylor, pretty good team. Baylor's 2-1. Michigan, pretty good team. They both played one decent team. Auburn played Baylor on the road. Michigan came to Oklahoma. But, you know, Ball State, South Alabama, they're not going to scare anybody. Illinois State and Temple, blah. So you got to take these numbers with a grain of salt. But it's pretty impressive that Oklahoma's only giving up 181 yards a game average. That's pretty salty. Only 6.3 points a game.
Yeah.
That'd be number one in the SEC. Obviously, 181 is number one in the SEC as well. Only giving up 17% on third down. Again, that would be number one in the SEC. They have not turned anybody over yet, though. That's a little interesting. Auburn has not been one to give the ball away this year, so that certainly could work in Auburn's favor. But anywhere you see a matchup for Auburn to gain an advantage here, possibly.
Well, I think the advantage for Auburn is, like I said, their defensive line pointed at Oklahoma's offensive line.
Okay.
And that's one of the reasons why I think, Auburn can kind of force this into a little bit more sloppy game than Oklahoma would like.
Auburn number one in the SEC in tackles for loss.
Yeah, no, I think, but again, with Mateer, just like Oklahoma's going to have to do with Jackson Arnold, you got to stay in your rush lanes. You got to be disciplined about the rush.
Right.
Because both of those quarterbacks love to take off. So you just have to be disciplined in your rush lanes, and and don't worry about trying to get there as fast as you can. And stay in your lane. Because I don't think either coach, either defensive coordinator, would feel terrible if the quarterback drops back and stays in the pocket.
Right.
Even if it's for a full 3 seconds. What they don't want is the quarterback out creating and running.
That's going to happen. You can't prevent it with these two guys for sure, but containing it, maybe whoever does the best at that. Auburn number 1 in tackles for loss at 8.7 per game, and number 1 in sacks. A little surprising to me, 3.7 per game. So Auburn getting what does Oklahoma give up? They give up 8 tackles for loss a game. I take that back. They give up 6 tackles for loss a game and 1.3 sacks per game. So, you kind of average that out. Auburn could, like you said, that could be the advantage.
And
Auburn's defensive line versus offensive line.
So much too, because as we pointed out, Auburn's leaned so heavily on the run.
Right.
And whereas Oklahoma has kind of allowed Mateer to be a little more creative out there. You know what I mean? A little more. Technically, he's got a little Brett Favre in him. He's going to sling it around.
Right.
I heard somebody talking about this today. As far as like the Jackson Arnold and the yards per attempt, he's taking the checkdowns a lot. They haven't really pushed the ball downfield yet.
No.
And I think that if I'm Oklahoma, I'm going, okay, I'm going to make you do it. I'm going to find a way to make you push the ball downfield. I'm going to show you some man coverage, some single safety, and and prove to me you're going to have to hit 1 or 2 before I believe it. You know what I mean?
Can you be patient enough to take those lower or small slants and crossing patterns, those little outs? Can you not make a mistake if you make Jackson Arnold throw it, like you said, 35, 40 times a game?
Yeah.
I mean, can you do that and not throw it to us a couple of times? That's probably what he is betting on.
Right now, Jackson Arnold's averaging 23 pass attempts per game. So if I'm Oklahoma, I want to add 10 to that. I want to force you to throw it 33 times.
Right.
So, that's the way I would look at it.
Yeah.
Which is about what Mateer does, about 31, 32 attempts a game.
Like I said, he's got 3 picks on the year in 3 games. So if I'm an Auburn defensive back or if I'm DJ Durkin, I'm certainly trying to entice him to throw it to us, because whoever turns the ball over more in this game, special teams, things like that could make a big difference. All right, we got to take another break. When we come back, we'll take a look around the SEC. Don't go anywhere. More to come right after this.
For air that's cool and clean, call Senza Green. For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Senza Green.
Turn to the experts at Sensagreen and find out how to get up to $1,000 in Carrier Cool Cash rebates. Visit Sensagreen.com today to be worry-free when it comes to your home comfort and indoor air quality.
For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Senza Green.
This is Kathy Holmes with Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. Jeff Verner and I opened in East Montgomery 25 years ago and have become the premier butcher shop, wine retailer, and caterer in the River region. We are excited to invite you to our newest location at 2459 East Glen Avenue in Auburn, Opelika. We want to become your one-stop shop for the freshest cuts of meat in town, grab-and-go casseroles, gift items, and the best wine selection in the area. Think of us when catering your next event. Check us out online at steaksandwine.com for daily lunch specials and details on upcoming wine tastings and fun events.
Presley Appliance and Furniture, located on Cherokee Road in Alexander City, is locally owned and operated with over 35 years of experience in the appliance and furniture business. Specializing in Amana, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, and Ashley Furniture, Presley Appliance services what they sell and will make sure you receive top-notch customer service. Call them today at 256-329-9762 or drop by to see them on Cherokee Road in Alexander City. Presley Appliance and Furniture, where they service what they sell.
Here at Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply, we value what truly makes a home a home. And that's why we're proud to offer America's #1 brand of siding and exterior products. James Hardie creates possibilities with an array of colors and textures. We offer the full line of James Hardie products, from Hardie plank to artisan siding and everything in between, giving you, our customer, options to have the best. Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply, local since 1984.
There's only one option for top-of-the-line aftermarket upgrades on your vehicle, and that's Frontline Outfitters. We offer quality parts, lift kits, custom wheels and tires, bed covers, step bars, and toolboxes that are installed by trained and skilled professionals, to custom powder coating with hundreds of colors and finishes, to the highest quality film for window tinting using state-of-the-art film cutting technology. Call Frontline Outfitters at 256-409-8100. Don't be in the back of the line. Put your vehicle at the front with Frontline Outfitters.
At Central Alabama Community College, we provide a quality education that will set you up for success. Whether you're pursuing a degree or advancing your career with technical training, CAC offers premier programs at 4 campuses in Alexander City, Childersburg, Prattville, and Talladega. From industrial, electronics to machining, our students are prepared for the workforce or further education. At CAC, you'll enjoy vibrant campus life, exciting athletics, and personalized support, all at an affordable price. Your future starts here at CAC. Apply today.
Looking for the perfect spot to unwind? Welcome to Bunkers. Our friendly staff and vibrant atmosphere make Bunkers the ultimate hangout space for all ages. With 6 state-of-the-art golf simulator stations, you can play around with friends no matter the weather. Enjoy mouth-watering food and a wide variety of handcrafted mixed drinks. With our attached parking deck, access is always hassle-free. Make your next night out unforgettable at Bunkers.
Chick-fil-A is always the best option when you're on the go, but they are also great when it comes to planning your next event, from tailgating to birthday parties to weddings. Call Chick-fil-A Alexander City at 256-289-7955 for catering, or order on the Chick-fil-A app. Make sure to choose the Alexander City location and have your catering order ready to go. Nugget trays, mac and cheese trays, fruit trays, cookie trays, gallons of our famous lemonade or tea, and chilled grilled chicken sub sandwiches, and a lot more options. Make it Chick-fil-A Alexander City for your next event. Henderson & Coker is a premier custom general contractor located in central Alabama. With over 50 years of industry experience, Henderson & Coker has been crafting stunning custom residential and commercial spaces for families and businesses throughout Alabama and Georgia. If you're in the market for a top-of-the-line luxury home or specialized commercial work, contact the experts at 256-750-7383 and check them out on the web at hendersonandcoker.com.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and JJ here with you. About 30 more minutes left in today's show. Give us a call, 256-234-6221. Let us know what's on your mind. You got a prediction for the Auburn-Oklahoma game? Let us know. We'll be taking those for the rest of the week. What do you think the biggest factors are? What are the biggest matchups in this game? Always like to remind you about Pepper Tree Steaks and Wines. Great place to get some tremendous food in the Montgomery and Auburn area. They got daily lunch specials. They got steaks, ribs, casseroles, burgers. They got a little bit of everything there to store. They also have one of the best selections of wine in the area. So for tremendous food, for great wine, great atmosphere, great people there at Pepper Tree Steaks and Wines. Go to their website. That's just steaksandwine.com. That's just the letter N, steaksandwine.com. And check out their daily lunch specials or check out their deals, what they have going on for this month. Pepper Tree Steaks and Wines. In Montgomery on Pepper Tree and in Auburn on East Glen. All right, looking at the SEC, JJ, I got a question for you. Who is the most impressive team in the SEC right now as far as you're concerned?
I think Texas A&M.
Really?
They've in terms of, I'm now having to take them a lot more seriously than I originally did.
Yeah.
My thought was, well, they're going to be 8-4. It's what A&M does. And now I'm looking at that team and I'm going, man, if Marcel Reed keeps playing like that, I mean, they could make a playoff. I mean, A&M's going to give a lot of people some trouble, and they've got big play capability everywhere. I did not see that coming. I really expected a much more pedestrian style of offense out of them, and so yeah, they've impressed me. Now, let me say this:
they did start out 7-1 last year too. By the way,
I told you last week that I thought the wrong team was favored in Georgia, Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
I still think I was right.
I think you're right too.
Because Tennessee lined up for a 37-yard field goal, and if not for a false start, they probably. I think that false start just once they had that false start, he's not hitting it. No. It just everything was off kilter at that point. I still think the final score should have probably been, a 3-point Tennessee win at the buzzer.
Yeah.
But it's okay. They both honestly both look like playoff teams to me in that game. So we'll see how they finish out the year. And if you ever needed evidence of why Billy Napier should be fired, you got it Saturday. You've got a quarterback going into Death Valley at night who missed most of spring, missed OTAs, missed the first 2 weeks of fall camp. He's already operating from behind. And you drop him back to pass 49 times in a one-score, low-scoring defensive struggle in Death Valley. Mm-hmm. I'm not even putting the 5 interceptions on Lagway. I'm putting it, and I'm going to tell you right now, and I know people are like, well, watch out for Florida against Miami's going to boat race Florida. Miami will boat race Florida this weekend, and then the open week, I think Napier will be fired.
I think that's probably – I think they look back and say we can't make the same mistake with last year because he's liable to win 3 or 4. We just need to go ahead and make the decision.
Yeah. And the thing is, once you've decided, and if Miami beats them like I think they will, then they'll decide. But once you've made the decision, why wait till the end of the year? You have no reason to wait till the end of the year.
Yeah.
Just, do it during the open week. I mean, look, if you want to know how badly that can backfire on you, all you got to do is go back to 1999 Alabama after the loss to Louisiana Tech, and then they had the open week. If they fire Mike DuBose right there, how much heartache does it save them over the next couple of years? But you give him a chance, let him go, well, he'll go to the swamp again.
No SEC title.
Yeah, that's right.
Would you sacrifice an SEC title to get rid of him?
Who's to say they wouldn't have won it with an interim coach?
Nah, I would. I would be the one to say that.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
But yeah, in Florida, I mean, that just. Billy Napier is not ready for prime time.
Yeah, I think that's it. Just and a buddy and I were talking, and I don't know what it is about Gainesville. I'm not sure that Billy Napier is a bad coach because of what he did previously. Mm-hmm. But it either works really well in Gainesville or it doesn't work at all. Mm-hmm. I don't know why that is. But, I mean, you either get Spurrier or you get Ron Zook. Yeah. You either get Urban Meyer
or Billy Napier.
I don't know why. It's something about Gainesville. Yeah. But if you get it and it works, man, it's going to work beautifully. But if you don't, it's going to be a disaster. All right. Who is the most overrated team from previous or for preseason expectations, but
I think it's South Carolina.
I was going to say it's hard not to say Texas, but South Carolina that would hit too.
But again, and I don't want to say that I called this. My concern on South Carolina in the preseason, my concern in South Carolina in the offseason. Mike Shula's going to call your plays. I give Mike Shula credit. I think he's a good quarterback coach. I think he's a terrible play caller. Mm-hmm. And I think he was his entire career. Every time he's been put in charge of play calling, it just doesn't work.
I would agree.
And so you're kind of wasting Lenore Sellers running Mike Shula's offense.
We got to take a break. We'll be back with more right after these messages.
At Dixie Overhead Door, we specialize in top-quality garage door solutions for homes across Alabama and Georgia. In need of a garage door repair or a brand new garage door installation, our expert team delivers fast, reliable service with local expertise that you can trust, providing customized solutions and exceptional care every step of the way. Visit us today at DixieOverheadDoor.com and experience the Dixie difference.
Call Dixie and it's done.
Looking to transform your outdoor space? Look no further than Bama Sheds. As a family-owned and operated business, we understand your needs. That's why we offer no credit check, rent-to-own options. Enjoy free delivery and setup within 35 miles of our 4 convenient locations. Whether you need a shed, pole barn, garage, or carport, we've got you covered. Visit our website at BamaSheds.com or call 256-268-8484. Bama Sheds, where quality meets affordability and your outdoor dreams become reality.
I'm Joseph Dean with Lake Martin Funeral Home and Cremation in Dadeville. We are located at 16797 Highway 280, which is on the corner of 280 and 49 North. With an on-site crematory in Opelika and a cemetery in Tallapoosa County, we are a full-service funeral home. To get in touch with us, feel free to come by or call us, 256-750-0381. And for any other questions, you can visit the website at lakemartinfuneralhome.com.
EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare. Serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama.
Grain and Leaf, located at 6068 Highway 63 South, is Lake Martin's premier boutique-style bottle shop with a unique array of sophistication for everyone. Appropriately named for its exclusive selection of top spirits, wine, and craft beer, Grain and Leaf also has a number of fine cigars for you to choose from. They also carry the full line of Hornsby Farms assorted jellies and pottery. Open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sundays, Grain and Leaf is your premier shop in the Lake Martin area.
The all-new Winter Timber is now open. Located right next to the Walmart Market across from the Auburn Mall. If the outdoors is your lifestyle, Winter Timber is your new headquarters. From rifles, ammo, and hunting supplies, camo, and all the outdoor essentials, they've got it in stock and ready for you. Winter Timber is here to serve Auburn, Opelika, and the entire Lake Martin area. And they'll make the drive worth it. For the best selection and the best service in outdoor gear, one name says it all. Winter Timber, the best in outdoor needs.
Lake Martin Mobile Detailing is the #1 auto and boat detailing company in Central Alabama. Don't trust your boat or vehicle to just anybody. Hire the professionals. Top-of-the-line ceramic coating, detailing, gel coat restoration, and paint correction gives you the options to take care of your vehicle the right way. Located at 702 McCarty Road in Dadeville, Lake Martin Mobile Detailing will have you riding in style. Call them today at 256-794-2328 for Superior Automotive and Boat Detailing.
Hi, I'm Abby Guy, Vice President at Riverbank and Trust. They say that most banks offer the same products, but Riverbank offers something most can't: personal connection. We love getting to know our customers by name and making them feel special with every interaction. It's a feeling of warm hospitality you won't find anywhere else. Experience it for yourself.
What's the verdict?
Can't fix your heat pump. Need a new one.
Uh-oh. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking Daikin.
Call on Kevin Kill in Sunshine Heating and Air at 256-825-4849, Central Alabama's premier Daikin dealer.
So what's he thinking?
Oh, he's thinking Daikin.
Daikin, one of the top selling in the world.
Now I'm thinking Daikin.
Daikin. Comfort for life.
When you want quality, selection, price, superior financing, and a pain-free buying experience, look no further than Sons Automotive Group of Montgomery and Auburn. Sons of Montgomery offers the best selection of Kias, Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks. Conveniently located on Eastern Boulevard, Sons Ford of Auburn is the region's Ford volume dealer. And when you shop at any Sons location, they will maximize all incentives and financing options for anyone's credit. Whether Kia, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram in Montgomery, or Ford in Auburn, Sons Automotive treats you like family because they are family driven.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and JJ here with you. Just a couple of more segments left in the Wednesday edition of today's show. Thank you so much for being with us. Well, you know, ESPN does a top 10, and they also do a bottom 10. A bottom 10 in college football.
Okay.
You want to hear the bottom 10?
Sure, let's hear it.
They have UMass, or UMass, as also known that. No, they are 0-3. They have not been very good, and haven't been good for quite a while.
Have they ever?
I don't know. No, I'm gonna say no. But they got Sam Houston. We have a problem coming in at 0-3 as well. Now nobody cares about UMass or Sam Houston State. I don't think. But there are some interesting teams on here as well. Eastern Michigan, nobody cares. UCLA is 0-3, and they have fired their coach in Deshaun Foster.
Yeah.
Former great
Never should have been
tailback.
hired. Never should have been hired. Yeah, I think he had like 2 years of coaching experience. Never been a coordinator. I don't understand that hire at all. Maybe they were looking to create their own Dion type excitement or something, but it was awful.
Not even Iamala Owalahala could save this.
Oh yeah, well, and again, I think when we look back on Nico Iamaleava, this is going to go down as one of the worst decisions in the history of college football.
Well, I told Brett, I don't believe in karma, but if there is such a thing, I believe he's living it right now.
Yeah. And the question is, how much money is he going to eventually wind up costing himself? Because say what you want about Josh Heupel. Josh Heupel can coach quarterbacks. And whether, there's this argument about whether or not his system prepares quarterbacks for the NFL or not. That's a reasonable argument to have. But you're going to look good,
Yeah. Number 5 on the list, Notre Dame Biting Irish, 0-2 now.
In the bottom 10, though? I mean, no offense to the folks at ESPN, but I guess I'm looking at it, and their losses are to Miami.
They are.
Texas
That's
A&M.
true. They're tough losses too.
Yeah. That's still a team that could wind up 10-2.
Mm-hmm.
I think USC is probably going to be their toughest game the rest of the way.
Yeah. Virginia Tech Nokies, 0-3. They have also fired their coach.
Yeah.
I didn't even know who their coach was.
I didn't either. Who was it?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, his name was Pryber.
Is it Brent Pry? Was that?
Yeah.
Okay. And they got blown out by Old Dominion.
Blown out
at home.
Yeah.
You remember when Oregon and Oregon State, the Civil War?
Yeah.
Remember when that was a thing?
Sure.
They play this weekend.
Yeah, it's going to be. It's going to be.
It's not going to be.
It's going to be a one-sided Civil War. Let's put it that way.
I don't know where. I don't. Oh, okay. I get this. The Oregon Trail. Now that you mentioned that, they've got this listed as number 7, Oregon Trail State. You have died of dysentery.
Yeah, they're not very good. They haven't been for a while.
No, they haven't. But at least they have a conference now. Number 8, Acrimonious. Akron.
Nobody cares.
State of Kent. Kent State, 1 and 2. And Florida, 1 and 2. And Billy Napier will be the next one to go, correct?
You got to think so, right?
I mean, depending on, like you said, let's just say, for the sake of, and it would be just like Billy Napier to beat Miami. He could go on a little run and save his job. I wouldn't put anything past him, to be perfectly honest. Hard to believe it happening. Hard to see it happening.
And the thing is, you don't. 49 dropbacks against LSU in a low-scoring, one-score game on the road at night in Death Valley, with a quarterback who did not participate in spring, did not participate in OTAs, didn't participate the first 2 or 3 weeks of fall camp. Yes, he's talented, but he's behind, and you have to realize that going in, and you've got to go in there with, all right, run the ball, play defense, play field position, see if we can get in the fourth quarter with a chance to kick a field goal and win this thing. That's your game plan, especially the way LSU's struggling on offense, right?
Right.
I mean, and
LSU had 10 first downs in that game.
Go figure. Nussmeier is not the next, Joe Burrow.
Ole Miss and Arkansas, 41-35. Were you more impressed with Arkansas or less impressed with Ole Miss?
More impressed with the backup quarterback at Ole Miss.
Is there any? That's what I asked Brett. Is there any team in America besides Ole Miss and a Lane Kiffin that the backup can come in and throw for 353 yards?
Yeah, well, one, and I didn't know this because I was just focused on Austin Simmons. Apparently, this was the D2 Player of the Year last year, so he can sling it. Right?
He can run, but he can run too,
and he can run.
All right, we got to take a break. We'll be back with one final segment right after this.
For air that's cool and clean, call Sensi Green. For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Sensi Green.
Turn to the experts at Sensigreen and find out how to get up to $1,000 in carrier cool cash rebates. Visit Sensigreen.com today to be worry-free when it comes to your home comfort and indoor air quality.
For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Sensi Green.
SignSource is your local vendor for commercial and residential sign manufacturing and installation. We offer all kinds of lighted and non-lighted signage, from retail signs, LED message centers, event banners, vehicle wraps, the whole spectrum. We also offer service and repair on existing signs, as well as retrofitting to LED or installation of outsourced signage. We have the knowledge necessary to fulfill all of your signage needs in the short or long term. Visit signsourcenow.com to get started.
Buying a home or property can be the biggest investment of your life. The Wisdom Firm is licensed to close any property purchase in the entire state of Alabama. The offices on both Bent Creek Drive in Auburn and Highway 49 South at beautiful Lake Martin. The Wisdom Firm has you covered. Give Travis and his team a call at 334-826-0722 or check them out at www.auburnlegal.com for all your real estate closing needs. No representation is made that the quality of legal services is greater than the quality of legal services made by other attorneys.
EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare, serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama.
Central Alabama. This is our home. It's where we work, where we play, where we raise our families and grow old. And in the unfortunate event we become sick with cancer, thanks to UAB Medicine Russell Medical Cancer Center, this is where we heal also. We have invested in new technologies and expertise so that now we're able to treat all sorts of cancers, and you never have to leave Tallapoosa County. UAB Medicine Russell Medical Cancer Center. Compassionate, convenient, collaborative cancer care right here at home.
Folks around these parts have known for a long time that Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280, is your #1 stop for automotive service and repair. At Walls Tire, you'll always find quality service at a fair price on everything from AC, name brand tires, big or small repairs, routine maintenance, towing, and more. When your car or truck needs to run right, there's one place in the area to go, conveniently located and easy to find. Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280.
Grain and Leaf, located at 6068 Highway 63 South, is Lake Martin's premier boutique-style bottle shop with a unique array of sophistication for everyone. Appropriately named for its exclusive selection of top spirits, wine, and craft beer, Grain and Leaf also has a number of fine cigars for you to choose from. They also carry the full line of Hornsby Farms assorted jellies and pottery. Open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sundays, Grain and Leaf is your premier shop in the Lake Martin area.
At Central Alabama Community College, we provide a quality education that will set you up for success. Whether you're pursuing a degree or advancing your career with technical training, TAC offers premier programs at 4 campuses in Alexander City, Childersburg, Prattville, and Talladega. From industrial, electronics to machining, our students are prepared for the workforce or further education. At CAC, you'll enjoy vibrant campus life, exciting athletics, and personalized support, all at an affordable price. Your future starts here at CAC. Apply today.
Bundle your home and auto and save money with State Farm's personal price plan. Contact State Farm agent Ron Carroll today at 256-378-6631 or visit him on Highway 280 in Childersburg. Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer availability. Eligibility may vary.
Welcome back, everyone, to the final segment of the Auburn Blitz on this Wednesday afternoon. Again, Auburn and Oklahoma this weekend. Get your predictions in for that game today, tomorrow, and Friday. And your keys to the game. We'd love to hear them. So 256-234-6221. Give us a call one day this week. All right, it is the 17th day of September. On this day, a very momentous day. 1920. It's been a while. The National Football League is born in Canton, Ohio. 12 teams paid $100 each, $100.
Yeah.
To join. Now, granted, 1920, that was a lot of money. Each to join the American Professional Football Association. I'm so glad they changed the name.
Me too.
And renamed it the NFL in 1922. The National.
It worked out pretty well.
What would we be doing? I mean, you know, what would they think? I mean, did they think they had any kind of, I mean, because obviously, you know, baseball was, everybody was America's pastime.
Sure.
Did they think, I mean, when do you think they started thinking, you know, we may just end up being the sport?
Well, I think they probably looked around, because remember, college ball had been rocking along for 30, 40 years at that point. So they probably looked around and said, you know what, we got if we're going to have college ball, why don't we see if we can make some money with pro ball?
Why not? Yeah.
So
worked out well.
Worked out pretty good.
Worked out well. How much does the commissioner make? About $40, $50 million a year?
I don't know. It's probably not enough, honestly. I mean, I think somebody. I've been watching this documentary, the Jerry Jones documentary, America's Team, on Netflix. Fascinating.
Really?
Fascinating. Like his whole history of buying the Cowboys and the decision to fire Tom Landry, and and how they built the team, the decision to trade Herschel Walker, all of that stuff. And but I think what's the most interesting is Jerry Jones was $50 million in debt as an oil speculator, and he said the only thing he was really good at was borrowing money, and so he was $50 million in debt, And he borrowed the largest sum he'd ever borrowed, $800,000, on this one well in California. And he's like, told his wife, said, I know this one's going to work. I know this was, like, his wife had her father come and talk to him because she was afraid he might harm himself.
Oh, boy.
And sure enough, the thing turned into a gusher. He's like, within a week, I paid off all my debt. And within 2 weeks, I was going to buy the Dallas Cowboys.
Wow.
So,
No wonder he's like he is. Yeah.
Yeah.
1941 on this day, the great Stan the Man, Stan Musial, makes his MLB debut. He went 2 for 4.
500.
Yeah. Happy birthday today, the great Hank Williams.
Yeah. Born on this day, 1923.
Only lived in 29.
Yeah.
George Blanda, born on this day, 1927.
Would never have, seen him play or anything, but...
Won 3 AFL titles. I did not realize that. I always remember him. He's like the old guy on the card. He's like guys like